On my wedding day, my mother-in-law gave my wife a pair of locked pants. She had only one purpose: to stop her from having children. My wife and I are first cousins. Marriages between close relatives often result in children with deformities, but I always thought that was just superstition. My mother-in-law told me that her cousin had married a close relative and gave birth to a child with a tail. I just laughed. I said, even if it's a piglet, I don't care, as long as it's my child. But my wife insisted on listening to her mother, so I let it go. Days passed like that. Even though we were married, she refused to sleep with me, and I felt helpless. Soon, the story spread through the town. With nowhere to vent, I went to the cockfighting arena. My rooster easily won the match. The opponent, furious to see his bird die, turned his anger on me.
You know, maybe that fighting cock can finally do your wife a favor.
I couldn't believe he dared humiliate me in public. I told him to go home and get a weapon. I was going to settle this with a fight to the death. Then I turned and left. I went home and grabbed a hunting spear. He was already waiting with his weapon. I thought it would be a close duel, but before he could react, he was lying in a pool of blood. I pulled out my spear and watched him die. Only then did I leave, satisfied. Back then, duels to the death were allowed, so no one stopped us. When I returned home, I told my wife, if we have a piglet for a child, we'll raise it, but I won't let anyone humiliate me again. She felt the same way. That night, we truly became husband and wife. The next day, the town mayor issued a verdict. Prue's death was tragic, but he died in a duel, so I was innocent. No matter what, the decision was final. His wife could only leave the court in silent resentment. My wife and I thought we could finally live happily, but that night, we saw Prue's ghost. I grabbed a weapon to threaten him, but he kept haunting us. It wasn't really a ghost. It was something left in our minds. Maybe guilt. After all, I had taken his life over a single insult. From then on, Prue's ghost followed us. Even our sleep wasn't peaceful, and his hands were always clutching his neck, like a constant reminder of how he died at my hands. I couldn't take it anymore. I decided to leave the town and never come back. Legend said that on the other side of the mountain was the sea, a new world we had never seen. But our ancestors had lived here for generations, and no one had ever crossed that mountain. I believe that just because they failed didn't mean we would. When we left, my mother-in-law gave us most of our inheritance. She told us that since we had made our choice, we shouldn't have regrets. My friends shared the same dream. They were young people from the town, eager to see the outside world. As we left, my wife and I saw Prue one last time. This time, he finally let go of the hands on his neck. It meant our feud had finally ended.